You're working hard, maybe even making decent money, but somehow you're still living paycheck to paycheck. You look at your bank account and wonder where all your money went. Sound familiar? Here's the brutal truth. It's not how much you make that determines your wealth. It's what you do with what you make. And right now, you're probably engaging in money habits that are silently sabotaging your financial future. Today, I'm exposing the 10 money habits that are keeping you poor. And more importantly, I'm showing you exactly how to break each one. Some of these might sting a little because I'm calling out behaviors that feel normal but are actually wealth killers. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to transform your relationship with money and start building real wealth. So hit that subscribe button because I'm sharing money tips every week that could literally change your life. Number 1. Buying things to impress others. Let's start with the big one. Trying to look rich instead of actually becoming rich. You buy the designer clothes, the expensive car, the latest iPhone, not because you need them, but because of how they make you appear to others. Here's what's really happening. You're trading your future wealth for temporary social validation. That $800 car payment might make you feel successful, but it's costing you over $100,000 in potential wealth over 10 years when you factor in opportunity cost. Let me break this down with real numbers. Say you're spending $500 extra per month on status items, designer clothes, expensive dinners, premium everything. If you invested that $500 monthly in index funds earning 10% annually, you'd have over $102,000 in 10 years. But here's the kicker. Truly wealthy people don't care about impressing you. Warren Buffett drives a modest car and lives in the same house he bought in 1958. Jeff Bezos drove a Honda Accord even when Amazon was worth billions. The solution? Buy quality items that last. But stop caring what others think. Your bank account will thank you. And ironically, having money in the bank is more impressive than any designer label. Number 2. Not tracking your spending. You can't manage what you don't measure. Yet most people have no idea where their money goes each month. They guess at their expenses, wonder why they're broke, and repeat the cycle month after month. I see this constantly. People who think they spend $200 on dining out, but actually spend $600. They believe their monthly expenses are $3,000, but they're really $4,200. This lack of awareness is a wealth killer. Here's your wake-up call. Download a budgeting app like Mint or YNAB, or simply track every expense for 30 days in a spreadsheet. You'll be shocked at what you discover. That daily coffee habit might be costing you $150 per month. Those subscription services you forgot about could be draining $200 monthly. Knowledge is power, and knowing exactly where your money goes is the first step to redirecting it toward wealth building. You can't plug the leaks in your budget if you don't know where they are. Number 3, paying only minimum payments on debt. This one's destroying your financial future faster than almost anything else. When you pay only the minimum on credit cards, you're essentially volunteering to stay poor forever. Let's look at the math. Say you have a $5,000 credit card balance at 18% interest. If you pay only the minimum payment of $100 per month, it will take you over 7 years to pay off, and you'll pay more than $3,000 in interest. You're literally paying $8,000 for $5,000 worth of stuff you probably don't even remember buying. But here's what happens when you get aggressive. If you pay $300 per month instead, you'll pay it off in less than 2 years and save over $2,000 in interest. That $2,000 invested could grow to $5,000 in 10 years. High interest debt is a financial emergency. Attack it with everything you have. Cut expenses, work extra hours, sell stuff you don't need. Whatever it takes. Every dollar you pay toward debt saves you multiple dollars in future interest. Number 4, not having an emergency fund. Living without an emergency fund is like driving without insurance. You're one unexpected expense away from financial disaster. And that disaster forces you into debt, starting a vicious cycle that keeps you poor. Your car breaks down and needs $1,200 in repairs. Without an emergency fund, that goes on a credit card. Now you're paying 18% interest on car repairs while trying to build wealth. It's like trying to fill a bucket with holes in the bottom. The emergency fund isn't about the return on investment. It's about protection. Start with $1,000 as your initial goal, then build to 3 to 6 months of expenses. Yes, it might sit in a savings account earning 1%, but that's not the point. It's there to protect your wealth-building plan from life's inevitable surprises. I've seen people's entire financial plans destroyed by a single unexpected expense because they had no emergency fund. Don't let that be you. Number 5, lifestyle inflation. Here's a sneaky habit that destroys wealth. Every time you get a raise or bonus, you immediately increase your spending to match. You get a $200 monthly raise, so you upgrade your apartment, buy a nicer car, or increase your dining budget. This is why people making 6 figures can still be living paycheck to paycheck. Their lifestyle expenses have grown right alongside their income, leaving nothing for wealth building. The wealthy do the opposite. When their income increases, they maintain their lifestyle and invest the difference. They understand that wealth comes from the gap between what you earn and what you spend, not from how much you earn. Next time you get a raise, pretend it didn't happen for 6 months. Keep living exactly the same way and invest every penny of that raise. After 6 months, you can lifestyle inflate a little if you want, but only after you've locked in some wealth building. Number 6, trying to time the market. This habit is particularly destructive because it feels smart. You wait for the perfect time to start investing, or you try to buy low and sell high based on market predictions. Here's the reality. Time in the market beats timing the market every single time. While you're waiting for the perfect entry point, you're missing out on compound growth. The market has never failed to recover from a crash over long periods, but it has punished countless people who tried to time it. I know people who have been waiting for the big crash to start investing for over 5 years. If they had just started investing regularly 5 years ago, they'd be significantly wealthier today, regardless of market volatility. Start investing now with whatever amount you can afford. Invest consistently, regardless of market conditions, and ignore the noise. Consistency beats cleverness in investing every time. Number 7, not investing in yourself. The best investment you can make is in your own knowledge and skills. Yet most people spend more on their car payment than they do on books, courses, or skill development that could increase their earning potential. Your income is directly tied to the value you provide to others. If you're not growing your skills, you're not growing your income potential. Meanwhile, inflation is eating away at your purchasing power every year. I know a graphic designer who spent $2,000 on a web development course 3 years ago. That investment allowed her to increase her freelance rates from $50 per hour to $125 per hour. That $2,000 investment has generated over $100,000 in additional income. Read books, take courses, attend conferences, learn new skills. Invest at least 3% of your income in your own development. It's the one investment that can never crash, be stolen, or lose value. Number 8, buying new instead of used. New cars, new furniture, new electronics. Buying new is often the enemy of wealth building. The moment you drive a new car off the lot, it loses 20% of its value. That's an instant $10,000 loss on a $50,000 car. Wealthy people understand that many items serve the same function whether they're new or used. A 3-year-old luxury car provides 95% of the experience at 60% of the cost. Used furniture can be just as functional and beautiful at a fraction of the price. The difference between buying used versus new on major purchases can easily save you $200,000 over your lifetime. Invested wisely, that $200,000 could grow to over $1 million by retirement. Buy new when it matters for safety, reliability, or your ability to earn income. For everything else, consider quality used options and invest the difference. Number 9. Not automating your finances. If you're manually managing every financial decision, you're setting yourself up for failure. Willpower is limited, and when you're tired, stressed, or busy, you'll make poor financial choices. Wealthy people automate everything they can. Their investments, bill payments, and savings transfers happen automatically without requiring any decision-making. This removes emotion and ensures consistency. Set up automatic transfers to your investment accounts right after payday. Automate your bill payments to avoid late fees. Use automatic rebalancing in your investment accounts. The less you have to think about routine financial tasks, the better your results will be. I started automating my finances 5 years ago, and it's been the single most effective change I've made. My investments happen before I even see the money, so there's no temptation to spend it elsewhere. Number 10. Focusing on cutting expenses instead of increasing income. The final habit is thinking small about money. You spend hours clipping coupons to save $20, but won't spend those same hours learning skills that could increase your income by $2,000. There's a limit to how much you can cut expenses, but there's no limit to how much you can earn. Yet, most people focus 90% of their energy on the expense side and 10% on the income side. Don't get me wrong, controlling expenses is important, but once you've eliminated wasteful spending, shift your focus to earning more. Start a side business, freelance in your spare time, ask for a raise, or switch to a higher paying job. I know people who've been coupon clipping for years while staying in the same low paying job. Meanwhile, others invested that same time in building skills and increasing their income by 50% or more. Cut the big expenses that don't add value to your life. Then focus your energy on earning more money to invest in your future. These 10 habits are wealth killers, but here's the good news. Every single one is completely within your control to change. You don't need to be born wealthy, win the lottery, or have rich parents. You just need to be intentional about your money habits. Start with one habit from this list and focus on changing it over the next 30 days. Once that's established, move to the next one. Small, consistent changes in your money habits will compound into massive changes in your wealth over time. The difference between people who build wealth and people who stay broke isn't intelligence, luck, or income level. It's habits. The wealthy have developed habits that automatically move them toward financial success, while others have habits that keep them struggling. Which habit hit home the most for you? Let me know in the comments below. And be honest, we've all been guilty of these at some point. The key is recognizing them and making changes. If this video opened your eyes to your own money habits, smash that like button and subscribe for more content about building real wealth. Remember, your current situation is not your final destination. Change your habits, change your financial future. Your wealthy future self is counting on the decisions you make today. Make them count.